Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, March 3rd, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Palm Coast City Council at Tuesday's meeting voted to give themselves a 365% pay raise from $9,600 a year to nearly $45,000 a year. Mayor David Alfin advocated for the pay raise, which as mayor he'd also see. He currently makes a little over $11,000 a year. It comes as council seeks to replace Victor Barbosa, who resigned abruptly after a shoplifting allegation. Here's Mayor Alfin.
Palm Coast City Council is charged with the responsibility for managing accelerating growth and realizing unprecedented economic opportunity. Operating our government is becoming more complex and sophisticated. We need to attract candidates who can share a smart and managed growth mentality.
Councilman Ed Danko says while he didn't take the job for the money, being a city councilman is an always-on kind of job. He also pointed out Flagler County commissioners make $50,000 a year.
I know I get emails and calls all the time. Residents ask me to come out and look at something. I don't need the money, but I do think the mayor raises a very, very important point. We will attract better candidates, and we will attract better council people. Not to say that you guys aren't great, but we will attract the cream of the crop by increasing those salaries.
Councilman Nick Kloufis was also in favor of the pay hike for the caliber of people such a salary could bring.
The success of our council and our city is a function of the diversity of our council, but also the skill set. And I would love to create an environment where we can attract potential candidates that would otherwise stay out of the political realm because of a non-competitive salary compared to another position.
All three voted for the raise. Vice Mayor Eddie Branchino questioned whether the pay raise is necessary. He voted against it, but reminded everyone he's not running for re-election.
Would we do a better job here if we get paid more? Will we get a bigger pool of people applying for a job? I don't know. So, Mr. Mayor, I'm not in favor of raising our salaries.
It's unclear where the funds would come from for the pay raise. From here, the city attorney must draft an ordinance authorizing the pay hike. It would be subject to public comment before council would then vote on it again. Palm Coast lawmakers approved construction of a 246-unit apartment complex on Old Kings Road.
Developer Neil Stacy with Ravenshill Holdings describes the complex's breakdown and features.
We have 77 one-bedroom den units because our research shows that Palm Coast is woefully short in these types of units. Our units just on average are generally a little bit larger because we like to provide things like extra closets, pantries, coat closets, and larger living and bath areas.
Vice Mayor Eddie Branchino says he would have preferred to see single-family homes being built.
I'd like to make it clear my problem is high density, not diversity, because I came from where high density actually killed the cat, if I may. Everybody knows what my vote is going to be on that, but still a great presentation.
Branchino was the sole dissenting vote, and the project was approved 3-1. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office saw a very busy day this week.
From missing persons to domestic disturbances, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office had a busy 24 hours of patrol Monday. FCSO communications specialists serviced 276 different calls beginning at 6 a.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Catching fugitives, driving stolen vehicles, answering domestic violence calls, and a litany of other calls for service. At least the fugitives that came through our county were caught before they could prey on our community.
Activity also included the arrest of a second wanted man in Bunnell. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
All three teams from Flagler STEM Academy out of Wadsworth Elementary School are heading to the state competition. The competition involves students getting a real-world problem for which they must come up with a solution. Fifth grader Daisy Sanderson says they utilize technology to ensure patients could get their medications faster.
Our solution would be a medic drone, which carries the medicine to the chute in the client's drywall, dropping off the medicine, making it easy. The drone uses a GPS locator, and it takes it from the helipad at the pharmacy to the helipad at the client's house.
STEM Academy student Holden Carlton is the leader of the Pizza Phantoms who designed a new kind of pizza box that he says is environmentally friendly and keeps your pizza from getting cold.
More stable pizza box called the Pizza Parcel. The Pizza Parcel, when it's actually manufactured, will have a steel ring on the inside to keep the pizza from sliding around, and it's actually made of plastic so that it'll stay together better. It's reusable, so once you are finished with your pizza, the next time you get one, you can give it back to the pizza place so that they can clean it and use it for another customer.
STEM Academy teacher Martin Evans tells WNZF he's proud of his students.
There were tears, there were cheers, there were high fives, there were hugs. It was actually very exciting. They worked really hard. Honestly, this is a very intensive program. This is not your normal 4th and 5th and 6th grade group. I mean, they work grueling hours. They beg us to stay later. They know excellence, and they know they want to work hard towards it.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
We've been through 3 variants of the coronavirus.
We've been through the original, or what some call Alpha, then Delta, and now Omicron. Flagler County Health Director, Dr. Stephen Bickle.
The bottom line is that the vast majority of people in the U.S. now have some degree of immunity to COVID because they've either gotten vaccinated or gotten it or both.
Dr. Bickle said that with all the variants, though, each one looks different to the immune system than the previous version. He said that right now, that means that there are many people with partial immunity to COVID. Listen to Flagler Health Matters on Saturday mornings at 11:30 here on WNZF, anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Bickle talks about where we are right now. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.